Hi guys, welcome to CUADERNO. Like a notebook, blankness is a space for ideas, thoughts, musings, and most of all, connection. Come draw your experiences with us. Write down your thoughts, relate, and connect. Your story is meant to be shared. What's up guys, welcome to CUADERNO episode 23, and today we're going to talk about the rush. I know this might be something that you guys have been feeling as well. I just want to share with you guys how I have it. I know that this year I'm turning 25 and I have that kind of quarter life overthinking crisis. I don't know how to describe it, but it just kind of makes you wonder, should I have my life together at this point? Maybe some other people will say, no, you're just young and stuff, but it is, I think, a common feeling that people my age are feeling. So I'm just here to share with you guys how my experience with it. I feel the rush, and the past few days has been busy at work. My work, I work as a nurse, and sometimes there are certain degrees where your work needs to be on time, and you're racing against the clock, and you're always checking, you need to get this done at this moment. Also, I have a bunch of projects that I'm willing to undertake lined up, and so in the morning I just wake up and have this urgency to just get things done. I need to get the day over with because there's so many things waiting for me. I have that urge to check my phone right away because there are pending messages and I'm organizing the concert and stuff. But I think this is a perfect example of my experience with a rush, even into my day-to-day tasks, not just in my goals and my dreams in the future. As a future-oriented individual, what a description. I love setting goals, and sometimes all those goals don't happen, and I fail. I fail to reach those goals for sure, and I just feel like my time is so limited. I just, I have this view that you only live once and life is short, and that's making me want to think that I need to get things done because my time here on earth is just very short. So that's some of the kind of clustered, confusing, and I don't know if it's cumulated thoughts related to the rush that I have. It's just like I just blurted out there, but that's just some thoughts that I relate to the rush of things. Which makes me think back and go back to an experience I had last year. And during one of my hikes, I went to Hunt Lake, and it is a 20-kilometer hike to and fro altogether. It took my brother and I 6 hours to complete the trail, and I just want to describe the trail. It is rugged and elevated, and you will really catch your breath. So that day I remember asking my brother to wake up early and let's just drive there rushingly, because I know that the weather's going to be hot, and then in the afternoon it's going to rain. And actually I drove home with hail. But going back, I remember, trying to find where the trail starts. We got lost even finding where the trail starts. And then during the trail, going back, we got lost twice. I was so focused, first of all, in documenting the whole trip, like vlogging and capturing moments. But I didn't spend that much time, just soaking under the sun and the sounds and the way the waves the waves pass through the rocks and stuff. As cheesy as it sounds, we sometimes forget, and we become so accustomed to just let things fly by and not go on autopilot and just not soak into the very senses or the very happenings that is in front of us. We miss out on the beauty because we're just so focused on getting to a destination. That's one of my realization doing that hike, actually. So going to the end point, we were good. Going back, we got lost twice, and it was getting really dark. We just keep going, rest for a bit. I was panting, actually, and you need to have that pause, you know. As a certain degree, that pause will allow you to get back home. As when uncertainty comes and you're lost, you need that pause to reflect and reroute yourself, to get rooted back into reality in order for you to be where you are, to be where you're meant to be. So that hike afterwards really stuck to me. It resonates with me and how I need to pause and slow down despite so many things that is in front of me and the things that I want to chase after. The rush has, I realized, 3 C's that it brings to us. First, we want control. I think we want to control the situation. And I'm finding that with myself right now. I'm not trusting how certain circumstances would unfold. I trust myself too much. I want control over what will happen. And that's not realistic. You don't have everything under the palm of your hands. And I think the feeling of being rushed and just being in a constant state of rush indicates that we want control over stuff. Second, I think the feeling of rush allows us to, or is a breathing ground for comparison. We forget that we have our own journey, we have our own path. We tend to look at other people's journey to get to their goals or to their dreams, that we forget that we have our own lane, our own race, our own pace in order to get to where we are destined to be. And that's something that we need to remember. We run at our own pace. It is a marathon, and you gotta figure out that pace. You need to breathe. Third, I think the rush is just a breathing ground as well for confusion. There's certainly uncertainty within the rush. So if you take that time to pause, reflect, slow down, just being able to see the whole picture, shift your perspective and where you are in the map of your path, you will get there. And certainly clarity is so important. You know, I've been realizing how I need to be more deliberate in my intentions, deliberate in the way I live and the way I deal with people, and in my relationships, in myself, in God, and in my faith. Just being deliberate and intentional in putting value as well. So with that in mind, you know, I also think rushing can allow for mistakes. More mistakes than usual. It's okay, we're not perfect, we fail, but it's just the rush. We miss out on things that the power of the present moment can bring. If we're too focused on the future and we're just going at a speed, we miss out on the certain details that is so relevant, so important, so essential in getting to the place where you need to be. So those are just some thoughts that just came into my mind when I'm reflecting about rush. Now my question to you is, what is making you rush? Maybe you're rushing to get into a relationship. Maybe you're rushing into getting a job. Maybe you're rushing to travel. Maybe you're rushing to get your own place. Maybe you're rushing. it's it's hard, especially nowadays where we just want to get everything in one click. It's so instant. We forget the beauty of waiting and the beauty of patience. Honestly, I just want to get to places right now. But this period of waiting and being patient for COVID to end is making me realize a lot of stuff. And like I said before, I didn't think I would be doing podcasts or this online concert without COVID happening. I began to see opportunities, not just see, but create opportunities for me to focus on the goals that I think are impossible, that limit me. You see possibilities in the wait. You see possibilities. And I hope in this wait, when you feel like rushing, remember to stop, take a step back, breathe, and see what is around you. And I hope to let you know, I just want to let you know that you're not alone in the wait. I'm waiting as well, but still overcoming that feeling of being rushed. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope this helped you. If you like this certain episodes, type of being more so of learning about what my thoughts are in this week, it really is therapeutic for me, honestly, to share this with you. And I hope that you guys know that you're not alone in life, and I hope you find comfort in these words. Keep going, friends. Bye. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you guys follow at Ang Cuaderno on IG. Follow Cuaderno on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. We also have a website, www.cuadernojournals.com, and I appreciate you sharing this message and hearing out our stories. Bye!